incapacitated. Tell me how you see your physical and mental condition right now.
Well, first of all, I feel wonderful and fabulous. And by the way, my feet, I have lymphedema. And how long have I been standing up through the window for TMZ, dancing and moving and grooving? You know what I'm saying? I have my...
From daytime talk show queen to legal battles over her own life, Wendy Williams is once again making headlines, but this time it's about the fight for her freedom. In a shocking new documentary by TMZ Presents Saving Wendy, we get an inside look at the harsh reality of her life under court-ordered guardianship. And guess what? Wendy herself is speaking out. For years, fans have followed Wendy's roller coaster of personal struggles, her health issues, addiction battles, and financial troubles. But now in this bombshell documentary, we're seeing the real Wendy, locked away in a facility with almost no access to the outside world. And she's finally breaking her silence. Wendy Williams lives like a prisoner under highly restrictive guardianship, reports TMZ. In Saving Wendy, the former TV host describes her life as isolating, saying she feels like a prisoner in her own home. According to the documentary, Wendy has been confined to a 5th floor room in a New York City assisted living facility, where she can only leave with staff permission. And here's the kicker. She's been outside just twice in the last 30 days, and only for dentist appointments. This raises questions. Why does a woman who hasn't committed any crimes have less freedom than an actual prisoner? The restrictions don't stop there. Wendy's access to the internet has been completely cut off. She can't browse the web, can't connect with her fans, and can't even make a simple FaceTime call. And as if that wasn't enough, her visitors are nearly non-existent. Even her family struggles to see her. This is a woman who once lit up the daytime television. Known for her sharp wit and unfiltered opinions, now she's locked in a world where she has no say over her own life. So how did Wendy Williams end up in this situation? It all comes back to her finances. According to reports, Wendy's bank accounts were frozen after Wells Fargo raised concerns that she was being financially exploited. But who triggered these concerns? Her own son, Kevin Hunter Jr. In the documentary, Wendy confirms the rumors that her son withdrew large sums of money from her account without her permission. This led the bank to suspect that she wasn't in control of her finances, which ultimately resulted in the court appointing a guardian to oversee her money and personal decisions. But Wendy's not backing down. She just filed an official affidavit to end her guardianship, stating that she fully regained her mental capacity and is ready to take back control of her life. A new doctor chosen by Wendy's own legal team is set to evaluate her condition next week. If the court rejects her request, her lawyers will take it to trial, where a jury will decide whether she can live independently again. This could be the biggest legal battle of Wendy's life, and the fight is just beginning. Imagine waking up every day in a place where you have no say over your own life. You can't even leave without permission. You can't use the internet. You can't even see the people you love. Now imagine that place isn't a prison. It's your home. Wendy Williams was once the queen of daytime TV, unafraid to say exactly what was on her mind. But today, she's trapped inside an assisted living facility. Not because she broke any laws, but because the courts decided she's not capable of handling her own life. As I stated, she's been in the past 30 days outside only twice, and both times were for dentist appointments. Let that sink in. She has less freedom than people actually serving prison sentences. And she's not alone. In an emotional moment from the documentary, Wendy reveals that she's being housed in a memory care unit surrounded by elderly residents with severe cognitive impairments. People in their 80s and 90s, many of whom don't even recognize their own family members. The question is why? Why is a 59-year-old woman who sounds lucid and self-aware being forced to live under these conditions? And it gets worse. Wendy is completely cut off from the digital world. She has zero access to the internet, meaning she can't check her bank accounts, can't contact her friends, and can't even Google her own name. Even prison inmates are allowed monitored internet access. But Wendy Williams, a former millionaire talk show host, has been stripped of that basic right. And when it comes to seeing the people she loves, it's not much better. According to sources close to Wendy, her visitors are almost entirely restricted. Even her own family members struggle to see her, raising major red flags. And whether this is about her well-being or entirely something else. At one point in the documentary, Wendy breaks down talking about her father, who recently celebrated his 94th birthday. She fears she may never see him again. Imagine having money, fame, and power only to lose everything, including your basic human rights. Since May 2022, Wendy has been under a court-appointed guardianship, meaning someone else, not her family, not her friends, but a legal stranger, controls every aspect of her life. That guardian, Sabrina Morsey, claims that Wendy is permanently incapacitated and suffers from severe cognitive issues. But if that's true, why does Wendy sound perfectly fine in this documentary? Legal experts have pointed out that guardianship is notoriously difficult to escape, even if the person proves they are mentally capable. It's a system meant to protect the vulnerable. But in many cases, it has been abused to control assets and finances. Just look at the Britney Spears conservatorship case. Are we seeing history repeat itself? Here's where things get even more suspicious. Reports suggest that Wendy's own money triggered this situation. As we covered earlier, her son Kevin Hunter Jr. withdrew large sums from her bank account, which led Wells Fargo to flag her finances. This was the start of Wendy's financial restrictions, eventually leading to her court-ordered guardianship. But now, with Wendy's money tied up in illegal red tape, some are asking, who really benefits from keeping her under this guardianship? Does Wendy Williams really need to be in a memory care unit with no access to the outside world? Or is there something more sinister at play? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and subscribe and like and share for part 2.